Anybody? Ugh, smells like a Covenant latrine down here. Oh, shit. Don't let me interrupt your bathroom break. I was just trying to...
It will be the last thing you'll smell, demon.
Look, wait. Maybe we can make a deal. I know where there's a...
The word of a human is useless. Like the vermin Minderbinder.
Wait, you've seen Minder? Minder? God damn it. Why didn't you say so earlier? Well, at least this will come in handy. Beta, come in. This is Zeta.
Oh, what a beautiful morning. It seems I've been away for some time. But this Spartan life is returning! And blowing things up is divine.
Come in, Beta, come in.
Affirmative, Zeta. Minderbinder is our direct connection to the best locations we are likely to get. Find him, and he'll set us up.
The trail is cold, I'm telling you. This guy doesn't want to be found. Gotta go.
He's been clearing that damn interview zone for ages. We have a show to shoot.
And know where to shoot it. Here's the latest feed from our stage. Look like we have some new neighbors are moving.
Oh, crap. We've already scheduled Tiffiniy Cheng for today. Where are we going to shoot this?
We could go back to the old stage. Recent reports said that it's been abandoned by the enemy. Not exactly in the same condition we left it.
I do have a certain affinity for that stage. Ah, what the hell, let's do it. Alert the guest and meet me there.
Coming to you once again from the unpredictable multiplayer universe, this Spartan Life. With your host, Damian and his guest, Tiffiniy Cheng. Ladies and gentlemen, Damian.
Good to be back. Bringing the chiptune mayhem, as always, is the exceptional DJ Octobit. We've covered internet freedom issues on this Spartan Life before, and with the way things are going, we'll be bitching about it for some time. As media authoring tools become more accessible and expressing ourselves becomes more a matter of quoting, sampling, ripping, and remixing, the open, thriving internet culture that we know and love is increasingly seen by some as a threat. And who knows, maybe that 14-year-old dancing to a Katy Perry song on YouTube really could destroy the entire recording industry. The Protect IP Act and the Stop Online Piracy Act were both shelved after a huge public outcry forced Congress to take notice. We are considering celebrating this victory for common sense by making a Hitler responds to the rescinding of SOPA and PIPA video, but thought it would serve our viewers better if we interviewed somebody who actually knew something about all this. Our next guest was a huge part of the campaign that got Congress's attention on SOPA and PIPA. Tiffiniy Cheng is co-founder of Fight for the Future, a nonprofit that organizes around and educates about threats to our basic rights and freedoms on the internet. Welcome to This Spartan Life, Tiffiniy.
Thank you. Thanks for inviting me.
So maybe you could start by telling us a little bit about Fight for the Future and your mission.
Sure. Fight for the Future is a fairly new nonprofit organization, and we've been working to help organize people around internet freedom issues to defend them and help define them. We're mainly concerned with making sure that the basic rights that people access through the internet remain accessible to all.
And when did you get started?
We started in the fall of 2011, and we've been working pretty hard on legislation that came up right around when we were launching.
That would be SOPA and PIPA
And the streaming felony bill.
Obviously, this was a broad fight with help from players in the tech industry, but according to TechDirt and several other blogs, Fight for the Future played a huge role on the grassroots level. So why do you think the efforts of Fight for the Future were so effective, while earlier campaigns around, say, net neutrality had less success?
Well, I think when we saw the language in both of these bills, we saw a clear case of corporations trying to overreach and trying to skirt the rule of law in order to have more power to take down content they didn't like, and in fact be able to take down entire websites. We see the internet as a big public space where people are communicating and exchanging speech and culture, and it seemed obvious that if you allow corporations and the government to take down entire websites, you would trample on people's free speech rights.
And how did you go about this strategically, Tiffiniy? How did you engage the internet community?
Well, we planned a day of action that was called American Censorship Day that eventually led to the internet blackout on January 18th. And I think it was obvious that Google and Yahoo and their lobbying groups like Net Coalition were obviously going to and have been lobbying Congress, but actually having sites like Tumblr and Reddit and Boing Boing involved in protesting these bills was not inevitable. And it took a lot of work and ideas to pull it all together. And all of the organizations and the public interest groups and the grassroots groups and the internet users who got involved were deeply engaged in the issue. And that helped to spread the SOPA and PIPA fight all over the internet.
Oh, damn. Some people do anything to get into a shot.
Do you come back down here?
Yeah, I was going to ask you. You developed a tool, a sort of internet widget for this that became very popular.
Well, the idea of censoring your website and driving contacts to Congress was a big part of what happened in the SOPA and PIPA fight. And I think the innovation there was that we created a tool that allowed anybody to participate in the protest.
Got it. It's like swatting flies, big metal flies. So you were saying?
You know, that was sort of a defining piece of technology that helped the SOPA and PIPA fight grow from being just about a bunch of blog posts that decried SOPA and PIPA to people actually taking some form of action to drive contacts to Congress.
Demon has Thunderstick. How?
Jesus, hold your breath or something.
This guy again? You want to get us out of here?
Sure.
Finally, if I had to listen to that damn hiccuping anymore, I would have.
It's a condition. Whenever I'm stressed.
Can you guys help me find Lieutenant Minderbinder?
Agent Dynamo, do you read?
Yes, sir. This is Dynamo.
Dynamo? What the hell kind of a name is Dynamo?
Awaiting orders, sir.
Great, yeah. Let's rendezvous at that. What do they call that room with all the screens and, you know?
The control center, sir.
Right. Meet you there when you're all finished, bro. Minderbinder out.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That was him? I need to talk to that guy.
Well, then you best follow me. This way. Over. Yeah, down here.
I'd follow that man anywhere.
Yeah.
We're talking with Tiffiniy Cheng of Fight for the Future. So, Tiffiniy, on the one hand, we can see this as a struggle between old media with the one-to-many model of publishing and the new digital era of many-to-many with the advent of DIY media and DIY culture on the internet. But what about the argument that artists, creators, and publishers need protection from piracy on the internet, and that something like SOPA is necessary to ensure that protection?
Well, the MPAA and the RIAA have been figures in the lobbying landscape for many years. And this year, working on SOPA and PIPA, they've spent $92 million on lobbying and working on these bills. These bills would give them more powers to take down entire websites. And, you know, they often say this is about piracy or about theft. But really, when you look at the legislation, they're talking about making it a criminal offense to be streaming content that has anything copyrighted in it. And that could be a remix, that could be someone singing karaoke, that could be someone singing happy birthday, that could be someone playing a video game and doing what we're doing right now. And they're also making it so that linking to stuff, simply sharing stuff, things that people do normally and think of as totally legitimate activity, would warrant an entire site being taken down for it.
In an article on motherboard.tv, oh, by all means.
You're bloody, but I don't know if that...
Yeah, I tend to bleed a lot, but I got mad shields. Josh Kopstein wrote an article on motherboard.tv back in January that was titled, Dear Congress, it's no longer okay to not know how the internet works. So how much of this is a matter of ignorance on the part of Congress, or did they just knowingly overreach with this legislation?
Well, they've often gotten away with overreach, partly because they have millions of dollars to spend, and we've been outnumbered for years. And when they put in legislation that has really vague definitions as to what is considered enabling or facilitating copyright infringement, they think it doesn't matter. The other side has no recourse to fight them on it. But we were lucky this time around that we were able to bring together enough people to fight this legislation, but oftentimes we don't.
And amazingly, after this huge show of support against censoring the internet, the Obama administration just days ago issued a letter to Congress supporting new internet censorship legislation. So what are we looking at here? Son of SOPA?
Yeah, well, they're definitely working on trying to get something passed. And I think we have power right now. I think, the 24 million people that were engaged in the SOPA and PIPA fight are now conscious of these issues.
And let's ask everybody right now to go sign your petition at obamasinternet.com.
Right. And I think most of the stuff that becomes viral happen because the user, the topic resonates with them. And I think that seeing all the Reddit users and people on Facebook and on Twitter and on Tumblr censoring their websites, we had around 115,000 websites get involved, and that's WordPress blogs and all different kinds of websites, came out of people being really engaged with the fight itself and spreading the word about what was actually in the bills.
Zeta Scout report. Have you phoned your contact?
Yeah, give me a minute. I think I picked up the trail. Hey, Sergeant, wait up! Sir, I have urgent business with Lieutenant Minderbinder, requesting transport on your, Can I just jump in with you guys?
But Spartans weigh like a ton and a half.
Oh, come on, man. How am I supposed to find the lieutenant?
You know anything about curing hiccups?
Oh, yeah. We just have to hold you upside down like this.
Whoa!
And shake fingers.
Cargo, what the hell are we carrying back there?
We're back with Tiffiniy Cheng. Tiffiniy, oh, hi guys. Tiffiniy, I can only imagine what the content industry would think of the average internet user's attitude toward all this. That no one is satisfied with passive consumption anymore. If it's out there, it's part of the public conversation. I mean, is this attitude really as outrageous as they paint it?
Well, in lots of ways, the internet has created tools and has given people the resources they need to be producing full studio albums and to be making full-length feature films. The fact that people have distribution powers, the fact that people can find content all over the internet in order to make their new movies is, a step in that direction. And I think, obviously, gamers and computer coders and people in the hip-hop community have been doing these kinds of things for a long time, and now many more people actually have the power to be creating lots of the culture that we're all a part of. So I think this is the beginning of fights that are going to continue to resonate with people.
No doubt about that. Tiffiniy, thanks a whole lot for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you.
So why don't you go ahead and try the Mongoose Teleporter Challenge first?
Sure.
Downskated, what treachery! And she made it anyway.
Wow.
Okay, my turn. See you all next episode, and remember, it's only a game.
Beta, this is Zeta. I've arrived at my destination.
Affirmative, Zeta.
Ascertaining Minderbinder's whereabouts.
Understood, Zeta. Report back after you make contact.